I'm Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, published by Simon & Schuster Saga Press. Today's video is going to be the secret to how to write good books and get published. Now, on Hugh Howey's Facebook the other day, a woman made the comment that, hey, just because you read a lot doesn't make you qualified to write a book and expect to get it published. Well, I strongly disagreed with her statement. And the cat is climbing the drapes again. So if I'm a little distracted and look over there, it's because of the cat. So I disagreed with that statement. I think that the secret to writing good books and getting published is by reading a lot. I personally read 2 to 3 books a week, and I've done so ever since I was 12 years old. That's the only training I've ever had. I've never taken a creative writing course in college or high school. I've taken a few English classes, but just the basic stuff that everybody does. My training is just reading a lot, life experience, all that kind of stuff. Now, I write epic fantasy adventure novels, but that's not all that I read. I read outside of the genre mostly. I read mystery novels like by Dennis Lehane. I read horror novels, stuff like this by Robert McGammon. Adventure fiction, historical fiction like this kind of thing by Bernard Cornwell. Thrillers by like Brad Thor. Even cozy English mystery novels like this stuff by Elizabeth George is fantastic. Thrillers by Greg Iles. Now, if you're a book collector, the secret to collecting books is to make sure is to make sure that every book gets signed. Make sure that you're going to make sure that you have a list of bookstores that do signings in your area, and whenever one of your favorite writers shows up, go there, meet them, get the book signed. If they've got any time for question and answer, or even if you're in the signing line, ask them about how they were published, how they got published, things like that. Ask them how they got their agent. Ask them what types of books they read. Every good book collector needs to have a huge collection of signed books like this. All of these are signed. I've met all of these people. Read outside your genre. Read a lot. That is going to be the best training you've got for writing a good book. Another thing I wanted to add with this is the secret also to... Mark Lawrence once said that he was asked that what job could... If I'm a beginning writer, but I still have to have a full-time job to support myself, what job should I have that would be best for a creative writer? And he said, the best job that you can have is be a ditch digger, be a carpet cleaner, be a lawnmower. Do something during the day that doesn't use up all your creative energy. So when you get home at night and on the weekends, you can use your creative energy as your sanctuary. Use your writing as your sanctuary. If you've got a job where you're just writing on nonstop, or if you're on the computer nonstop, that's going to sap your creative energy. I do truly believe that if you need to balance a career with your writing, do something that frees your mind. Do something that's physical labor, something like that. That's another key that I know that a lot of writers, that one of the reasons I think that the lady's statement where you need an education in creative writing to write books is wrong is because 90% of the books that are written and published today are published by people who have no degree in creative writing. They're published by police officers, by accountants, by people that have just normal lives that decided they had a dream to write a book and wrote a book one day because they loved reading. That's the secret to writing a good novel and getting it published. Read a lot, free your mind up so that your writing is your sanctuary, and then just write all the time. End of blog.